We set up a date. She stood me up. When I asked her, she simply said she forgot. Guys, what made you realize this girl is definitely not into me? Hey, welcome to another storytime. I'm Andrew, your narrator. If you enjoy the video, consider liking and subscribing for more dank storytimes. Thanks, let's start these stories. Gave a girl at work my number on a piece of paper, and she handed it right back and said, "We talk at work all the time, so let's keep doing that." Asked a girl if she wanted to grab lunch together sometime. She said she was busy that day, which was interesting as I never specified a day. Unless the girl directly says to me I am into you, or some variation, I will assume, by default, that they are not into me. Asked her to senior prom. She said yes, but when we got there she ditched me to hang out with another guy she liked. Wasn't too bad though, cause I danced with another girl who I got along better with. I went out to a restaurant bar with 4 buddies. Some ladies sent over a round of drinks to my 4 buddies. I'm guessing they must have specifically told the waiter, give every one of those strangers a drink except Quasimodo in the corner there, make sure he is painfully aware that he does not get a drink. I've heard them all. I like you as a friend, I think we should see other people, I know speak English, I'm married to the sea, I don't want to kill you, but I will. I once went on a date with this girl. Bought her dinner. Went downstairs to the bar nightclub for a drink afterwards. She ran into some girlfriends and just went over to their table, sat down and started chatting and drinking. I sat alone for about 20 minutes, then just left without saying anything. Never heard from her again. At a bar with some friends. My boy John starts trying to chat up this girl and her friends. I approach and try to wingman. This girl makes hard eye contact and says, "Well, it was great meeting you guys." I, of course, say likewise and drag off John to go explain to his dumbass how to recognize when girls are politely telling you to funk off. I don't remember how we ended up talking, but I ended up asking her out to dinner, and she said yes. We went, ordered our food and ate. The entire time she was on her phone, so I just paid my bill and left. 10 or 15 minutes after I left she started blowing up my phone, not to ask where I was, but to demand why I didn't pay for her food. I just responded by blocking her. Edit. Everyone calm the funk down, Jesus Christ. Back in college, I took a girl on a lunch date. We had a really nice time. When it was getting time to leave, I told her I had to get to work. She said, "Where do you work?" I said McDonald's, and I literally could see her attitude shift in 1 second. Oh, cool. So as I'm driving her home, I said, "So can we hang out again?" She replies, "Yeah, totally." So the next day I text and ask if she wants to hang. She never responded. The teacher assigned my crush to dance with me. She screamed no and chose another guy. Edit. I'll give more context. So this was our graduation trip, and it's the last day of it. It was compulsory that everyone chose a partner of the opposite sex to dance with. Me having a crush on her was quite well known in my class, so all of them, including my teacher, suggested that I dance with her. And of course she refused and chose another random dude. I had to find another girl from another class that I never even talked to. Feels so bad, man. I didn't realize until I asked her out. We had been talking and hanging out for a few months, she and I had matching personalities, and we were both more energetic around each other than around others. I had a massive crush and I felt like taking a chance, so I told her I liked her, and she said, "Damn, I'm really sorry, I feel we're better off as friends." I guess I didn't realize she wasn't into me until she said as such. I moped for a while before finally being able to have a shirt happens attitude towards it. Nowadays she's happily with someone. Our friendship has faded away, which is actually more upsetting than being rejected romantically. I'm still single, but I'm happily single, so it's alright. If I ever feel that feeling again, I will always take that risk. We flirted for several weeks, hung out every day, I kept feeling a closer and closer connection. But due to circumstances I could not control, we were never alone enough together for me to test it. Had some friends plan a camping trip, and I invited her, and she said yes. I even specifically told her there's gonna be 2 couples there, so we're gonna be in a tent, just the 2 of us. She said yeah, she knows. Get to the trip, we have a few drinks, and I ask her if she wants to take a walk with me to look at stars. I get it, it's corny, shut up. Once we're a little away from everyone, I tell her how much I like her and attempt to go in for a kiss. Nope. Sorry chips queso am not what you're looking for, shattered me, utterly gutted. Pretty clear signals that she was. Until one random day she stopped replying to texts and pointedly started ignoring me. To this day I still don't know why. Edit, lem just clarify a few things. First off, Funkin' WW3 in the comments. Here's my opinion, I reckon a girl doesn't owe you an explanation, but she does owe you a no or I'm sorry, but I'm not into you etc. It's common courtesy. NBTW 99.99999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999 of men aren't going to stalk you or swear etc. They'll just say something to the effect of, man that sucks I understand, or okay it'll hurt obviously, but it'll be better than funking not taking responsibility and saying nothing. To the people who have ghosted in the past, no grudges, but also in your future relationships, try to maybe be more clear with dudes. Some of us are thick-skulled, and it won't kill you to say you're not interested. My roommate encouraged me to ask this girl out. He said she really liked me. So I ask her out and set a dinner date. I pick her up and at dinner, she barely responds to me. I ask questions about her major, her family, etc. and all I get back are short answers and no follow-up. I'm frustrated and she's unhappy, and I guess we both look miserable when the waitress tells us that we need to perk up and be happy. She then asks how long we've been dating. Her face falls when I tell her this is the first date. She goes oh and walks away and doesn't really talk to us again. After dinner, we were supposed to go to a friend's house who was having a party, but I look at her in the car and say, look, obviously neither one of us had a good time. Instead of going to the party, why don't I take you back to your dorm? She said yeah, and that was it. I went back to my roommate furious and asked him why he thought she had a crush on me. He said he thought she would once she got to know me. Yeah, well she didn't. Edit. Wow, didn't expect this kind of reaction. To answer a few questions. 1. Why did she even go on the date? I have no idea. 2. Motives of my roommate? I had a pretty bad breakup a few years before, and I believe he was trying to help me out. When I came home and confronted him on it, he said what I posted above, making me realize he hadn't even talked to her. 3. This, unfortunately, did happen. I can laugh at it now, but I was furious back then. This happened around 1991 or 1992. Edit 2. The waitress really did put her foot in her mouth, but it was good for me to hear that yes, this is a horrible date, and it's obvious to other people too. Time to cut your losses and go home. Oh snap. So, last fall I went to class and ran into this really cute girl, and I thought hey, I'm gonna try to talk to her more, and over the next 2 weeks I found 0 openings until we were told to get into groups for a project. Small class, but I wasn't in her group, so I asked her if it was cool if I joined her group because they seemed more serious than my other group. Bunch of losers. She said yes. So it was me, her best friend and another girl I'd talked to for a bit. We agreed to meet up on Friday at the library. We talked a bit more before then and became friends. She's really touchy, so she'd grab my arm, lean on me etc. I thought she was into me. I show up early and she was there alone, so we began to talk, and she's so much like me. Has a weird sense of humor, very smart, and super friendly. She even liked Dragon Ball. That's the dream. Also, her favorite Spider-Man movies were the originals and not the Holland ones. Then the other 2 girls arrive and I see her phone, and her lock screen is of her best friend. The other girl comments, oh, your best friend's your lock screen? And she says nope, my girlfriend's my lock screen. So that really made me realize she totally wasn't interested in me at all. Funny thing is, we all are still really good friends. We've tried to take classes together and she's helped me out when I had trouble. I accidentally ruined her surprise birthday party. We hung out while we could, she'd buy us lunch, invite us to her place, and we really have a good time together. Those 3 girls are the best friends I've made in university. It's kinda sad, but before I went like 6 months without anyone in college saying my name or even talking to me. They weren't mean. They were just not my friends. But I met these girls and I have a friend network, I have a constant study group, and she's even helping me lose weight because I couldn't do it on my own. She wasn't into me, but I honestly couldn't care less. I'm way happier now than I was before I met her. Thanks for watching. What did you think of the story time? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any more story times.